this stuff, John. It is gold.
That is beautiful, isn't it?
I used it last year on the potatoes here, and we had an amazing crop, and I'm just about to plant some asparagus, and I'm going to use it as a top dressing for the asparagus.
Before we find out the story behind this organic gold and why it's making this man so excited, let me do the introductions. Meet Joost Bakker, artist, florist, inventor, architect, builder, landscape designer, restaurateur, and eco-entrepreneur. A big ideas man. Regardless of where he's focusing his creative energy, there is one underlying philosophy.
Well, you know, I just really believe that we don't need to generate any waste in any of the things that we do in everyday life. We can live in a world that is sustainable and doesn't need to have an impact, and we don't need to put anything in landfill.
So this is the end product of all the waste from your cafe?
Yeah. I mean, it smells like Christmas pudding.
Yeah, it does. It smells really sweet.
So that's an orange peel that's probably 24 hours old. I mean, anybody that gardens knows that you put your orange peels in the compost pile, it's a big no-no. And they take forever to break down. But the microbes in this machine make it break down incredibly fast, like almost to the point where you can't detect them. They completely disappear.
Yeah. So that might take, what, a week for it to completely go?
48 hours.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's very fast.
So what goes in?
Anything organic, so all our fruit and veg, all the offcuts, meat, bones, fish, and it turns 100 kilos into 10 kilos of this compost.
What's really nice about this, yes, is there's a sense of a circle, isn't there, in that the material you take down from here to feed people, sort of some of it comes back as compost to produce next year's lot of food.
Yeah, isn't that what it's supposed to be, a whole closed loop, closed cycle?
Yeah.
It's, you know, bizarre that we're using a third of the world's gas for fertiliser today, and we've got all this waste that we're dumping at the same time into landfill that could be used as fertiliser.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's urine or whether it's compost.
So you're saying you want to use urine. What's the system behind this?
Well, if you look at Sweden, they've decided that by 2020 they're going to be totally self-sufficient in fertiliser. And every new house that gets built there has a urine harvesting toilet with a tank, and the government comes and empties the tank once a year. Urine's sterile, so you can store it for a long time. And they have equipment that injects it into the soil. So rather than using, you know, chemical-based fertilisers, they're able to use natural fertilisers.
Joost reckons that safeguarding our future is down to human ingenuity, and in spite of his current achievements, he seems to have a limitless vision for future objectives.
I'd love to put a farm on top of an office tower in Melbourne. That's my goal. I actually want to show how much food we can grow with the waste that the restaurant generates. So I want to have a restaurant, a farm, a composter, and you know, use things like olive pips to generate energy, and have a completely enclosed loop with a supermarket at the base so people can buy the produce that we've grown. Anyway, I'm working on it. It's a dream.
Be good, wouldn't it?
It'll happen. I'll make it happen.